So here we are. We are back from
The dead.
It's dark. Halloween. Oh, I get it. It's Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Spooky themed episode. Ooh, we're coming to get you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
So we came here about 4 hours ago with the intention of recording some podcasts, and it's midnight and we're starting now.
Because Jeremy always has a lot to
Paulie
say.
doesn't know how to work a GoPro.
Like we get here and all he wants to do is just hang out with us.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time in Tennessee doing some work, Adventures with Farflung, puppets, some theme songs and stuff, and been playing some conferences with them. What you been up to?
Splashing water all over this room.
You've been doing photography things.
I have, yeah. Kenny was here one day. Like I've been trying to like brush up on some old stuff that I used to like that I learned a long time ago, 10 years ago, and then learn some new things and try out some new gear. And I literally had like cups of water in here that I was dropping fake ice cubes into. And I wasn't thinking about it at first, but I'd be like, man, there's a lot of water on the table. And like I would fill the whole cup up and the cup would be basically empty. And I'm like, oh, all of that water is on the table. Some of it was on the floor.
And you're also trying to maybe get involved shooting for a distillery. And
these are all the used paper towels that I've used to dry up the water.
And he saved the paper towels because he's
just water.
Apparently a grandma that lived through the Great Depression or something and saves everything.
Yeah.
I walk in the office for the first time and it's probably been a month.
Yeah.
And I get in, I come and open the door and there's a large bottle of whiskey sitting on the desk. I'm like, oh, so this is this is what's happened in a month.
Yeah, we toured A. Smith Bowman. I can always get that backwards. A. Smith Bowman Distillery in Fredericksburg. Really cool facility. I've just been really interested lately in like, and we talked about this earlier, like, it's always inspiring to me when brands like do something interesting, packaging their product or like just with their product in general. And there's always either something like visually interesting about like alcoholic beverage packaging, bottles and stuff like that, or like the process of how it's made, like all the science behind it or the history. And like the things that we heard like on that tour, like both like history and like science, like it was just very interesting. A really cool looking place, like really nice people. We met with the Brian Pruitt, I believe his name was, the master distiller. We talked about shooting some stuff for them, some bottle shots, possibly some interviews and like some mini docs, things like that.
What have you been up to?
Let's see. I've been obsessing over new gear. I'm ready to upgrade some things.
My man has bought and unbought about 8 different cameras twice.
I canceled 2 pre-orders for a camera I was going to get. It had some issues with it that people discovered once, they started using it. So I was like, I canceled that. Then something else came out and it was outside of my budget range. Now I'm like, wanting that, but I have to like wait. So I've been doing that and I've been shooting some client work and just working. That's it. Staying busy. Boring stuff.
Yeah. Stuff.
It is stuff.
Yeah. It's been fun though. Like we've been hanging out a lot more.
Yeah, I think we've been planning to do like some product, I guess, photography and videography.
Yeah, like some commercials and things like that.
Yeah.
Just kind of like just for fun. But if people want to start paying us to do it. I've done commercial product work like a little bit. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What a setback.
Everybody, you see this?
What a setback.
really inconvenienced us all. I've done some commercial product work in the past, not a whole lot. But we've been kind of conversating about it a lot and like trying to put some plans together. And then I spent like, I don't know, $50 on props that I'm going to return after I shoot some stuff.
See, well, I want to get into like the corporate world, like shooting things for a lot of businesses, you know, that need things like maybe training videos and things like that. Just
people that like understand business.
right,
It'd be nice to work with clients who are business minded
right, exactly,
and not just people who wanted things.
exactly.
I get that.
Yeah. The other stuff is still fun. I still like doing music videos. I still like, you know, working on people's passions projects. I cannot get that out.
And speaking of music videos, since the last podcast, Andy Mineo dropped Shibuya Roll Call, which was edited by Kenny, filmed by Andy in Japan. And then Stephen Kawakami did a ton of graphic work on that.
Killed it.
And then Jackson Pollock just came out, which Miserable Company also got credit for. That was basically all Stephen.
Yeah.
And shout out to his cousin who did the Japanese translations.
Oh, that's cool.
On all that ridiculously fast rapping. I don't know how many words it was, but it was a lot in a little space.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So yeah, shout out to those guys. And then of course we also did the Words Played Circle of Trust stuff, a lot of that stuff. And the first music video, OTOD, we did with Andy Mineo as well. So always enjoy working with those guys. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you are somebody that is interested in some video work, give us a shout. We might be interested in doing that, but might not. I don't know. Just tell us what it is. We'll see. We'll go with it. But yeah, I've been working a lot with puppets lately, which has come out of nowhere. But that's been really cool.
Super.
If you get on YouTube, Adventures with Farflung, did the sound design. And a lot of that worked closely with Kyle Philippi of Farflung Tin Can. And that's been really cool. That's been really fun.
You are also a puppet. You are one of the puppets in the series.
I am
Jeremy the Raccoon.
the voice of Jeremy the Raccoon.
My favorite character.
Had a funny moment. I think it was Zion, Tobin and JoJo's son. I might have got the name wrong. But we were standing at Emanate. And I was talking to Tobin. And his son was standing there, and like it was kind of one of those moments where I'm talking, I see out of the corner of my eye, his son's like looking at me like this, and Tobin brought it up. He's like, "Oh, dude, by the way, I've been loving the show." And he turns to his son, and he's like, "Do you know who that is?" And he was like, "Jeremy the Raccoon." And I was like, hilarious. "Yeah." And then Kyle had me do the voice, and he was like, "Do your voice and do Jeremy the Raccoon." And I like, there's not much difference.
Very little difference.
So I think I did something like, this is my voice. My name is Jeremy. And then when it's Jeremy the Raccoon, I'm like, I'm Jeremy the Raccoon. It's very slight.
Yeah, like you add like there's a more like
there's just
Boston
a little bit
or New York into it.
There's just a little bit in it. Look at that. Look at that. But that's actually how I say it. Look at that.
That's Bill Burr doing a Jeremy impression.
Right. It's kind of like Bill Burr meets Jeremy meets like
octopus.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
I don't know. But yeah, so we've been doing a lot of stuff. We wanted to give you guys, this is basically like an update episode. We got together about a month ago now. And if you remember our vlog, you could go check that out. We came together to record, and then we ended up just eating chicken and watching a movie. What movie did we watch?
Project Power.
Project Power.
Oh yeah, the Netflix joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really have no obligation to do this. We do it out of enjoyment, and we do enjoy it.
We do it for the people.
Yeah,
that love us. And
we took a break. We did the Black in America series, and then just felt like, you know what, let's just take a break, and we want to do this kind of in the right mindset, and just out of the love of doing it. And I don't know about you guys, man, I miss it. I've been watching some old stuff, and I just been like, I want to get back in that room and just talk again. And I was sitting here a second ago while one of you were talking, and I was like, yes. But yeah, we wanted to give you guys an update. Some people just been commenting like, "Where you at? What are you doing?"
When
and
did you
stuff.
get
So
this?
we have been talking about season 2 of the podcast.
This is not season 2.
This is not it.
Surprise.
We're still not there. And we have decided to do a little bit of a different format, which takes a little bit more preparation, and we just haven't done that yet. So instead of just like we were gonna come together and fake it that one day, and I was like, forget it. Like, let's just eat chicken. And
Yeah.
so we do have season 2 in mind. We've been doing so much video work for other people, and our mind has been on so many other things. We've been kind of focusing on that, but we will get back in the groove eventually, and maybe different format, different look, different feel. But we are still going to keep the nonsense. I think what really just we warned you guys early on in the podcast to expect everything and expect nothing. And yeah,
Didn't we say something like, if you're gonna like be a fan of what we're doing, you have to like us?
yeah, you're not gonna like anything we do. You just gotta like us.
It's weird. There are some people, like 2 or 3 people out there that like seem to like
Yeah,
us.
they seem to think we're all right, and we really like them. Couple shout outs. This is appropriate. So since I've been working in Tennessee on this show, um, I've had 4 or 5 people come up to me, and then one person text me before and say that Rob Alley, who is one of the hosts of the Great Song Podcast, which is a great podcast that I love. It's a great podcast about great songs.
Sounds like a joke I would make.
And I've had 4 or 5 people say, I have been to Rob's house, and in the middle of just hanging out or right after dinner or whatever's happening, he just like stops everything and he goes, all right, it's time. And he sits everybody down in his living room and pulls up the Casual Friday About Soup on his TV and introduces people to our podcast via the soup episode. And I think it was Jansen sent me a video of like us just cackling on the TV, and then he pans over to the room. And Rob's living room has got like 10 people in it just cracking up about the soup episode.
That's awesome.
So thank you, Rob, for the putting in the groundwork and promoting our podcast.
More than we do.
Yeah. Yeah, via one of the brighter moments.
That's funny.
Everybody talks about Phil. And there's one moment in that podcast where Phil just like lets out this shriek of a laugh. He's like, ah! He like does that, and everybody talks about that moment. It's like that's the moment in that podcast where it's just like everybody's.
You cut that stupid like trailer together, and it was like so epic. It was like, this is the most important conversation we've ever had.
Yeah, we need to.
And then it was like, I come in the camera. What do you guys think about soup? Like the dumbest.
Yeah, so shout out to Rob Alley and a lot of you guys that really reach out. We shouted out Noah a lot, and Armani, and a bunch of people, Chris, and just people who listen to the podcast. You know what's so funny is, you a lot of times when you do something like this, you look at metrics, and we've talked before about not looking at metrics and views and blah 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 and shares, and
Right.
And it's so funny how many people I've encountered that have been like, oh, dude, your podcast, that episode, this episode, and then you said this, and then he said that. And I'm like, the whole time I'm standing there like, you listen to the podcast, So all of those people that are out there listening and not engaging with us in any way, let us know. It's cool to know who's listening. And then give us some ideas too. We've had some guests in our back pocket, and then COVID hit, and that kind of put everything on pause. And so we still got some really cool guests lined up, and some things that we want to do. But if you guys want to keep seeing Casual Fridays, if you guys want to tell us what you enjoyed, please reach out and tell us. That would be cool.
Yeah, definitely. Engage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
punks.
Nah, you were too late.
Yeah.
You weren't passionate about it.
Polly, why are you wearing a flannel?
Because I'm fat. Like, I'm uncomfortable right now. It's hot.
Right. I mean, I'm like wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
And it's hot.
You get it.
I get it.
I made a comment to you years ago. We went out to dinner with some people one night, and I was thinking about this recently. And like, I wore like I was wearing like this jacket that I had, and like, you're like, why are you wearing that? It's not cold enough for that. And I was like, the key to fashion, me saying this, is layers. And you're like, it's not wrong.
Respect.
The key to fashion is layers. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
You guys got anything else you want to say?
Beep boop.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're going to be sued by Disney. Dang it.
Is that a Disney thing?
It's R2D2.
You did not sound like that.
That's just what he says. That's the lines. I didn't deliver it the way he does.
Sound like that you didn't.
Keep this going. We're going to get in real trouble.
I got nothing else. I was like Star Wars references.
What's your favorite TV show?
Oh, no, we're not doing it.
No, we're not talking
we
about it.
We don't want to know. There's no reason to ask that.
No, them.
Okay, what? Also, comment what your favorite TV show is.
Watch. Y'all want engagement, but then you complain what I asked
There will be no engagement on that.
It's so random.
Nobody likes to tell us the good things we're doing. They'd rather talk about New Girl.
If people are still listening to this episode right now, they must really like us.
Or they just are waiting for something good to happen.
It's not going to happen, folks.
Yeah, good luck.
Believe in something.
Keep watching. Surprise, we suck.
Is the GoPro still recording?
It's blinking.
23 minutes. Wow.
Is that how much is left?
No, that's how much it's counting up.
Amazing.
He has no clue how to work a GoPro. And it's his.
Oh, man.
It keeps giving us more time.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm at a loss, guys. Technology has gone beyond my understanding.
I feel like there's more that we needed to say. We got nothing. Oh, we do have a vlog coming out of me and Polly hiking.
Dying.
Of dying. Oh. And then that's why he said we're back from the dead.
Oh, because I died.
Yep.
See, we did plan this episode.
Seaweed.
Oh my.
It's after midnight. That's why this is so bad. Not that our other ones are good, but...
First, I'd like to give honor and glory to God.
First, we do it at the end.
This is bad. I don't even think we should release this.
Yeah, let's do it. This is great.
And
this is the best thing we've done in the last 3 months.
We set up one mic.
Oh, it's probably going to sound so good.
We will test my post-production skills.
My own breath made me laugh. I breathed in a weird way.
Seaweed.
You're so quick. Kind of proud of you, to be honest.
Whoa, this double shot of espresso did nothing.
12-12. What does that mean?
You know what I've been doing? Is been doing a double shot of espresso and then doing hot chocolate.
It's because you're dumb.
Probably.
That's true.
Scientifically, it makes sense.
Scientifically. Did y'all see...
Sociologically, it doesn't.
Did y'all see that Einstein's relativity just got like another boost? They like studied some black hole thing and did measurements, and now they're like, yep, he's still right.
The best explanation you could
go look it up.
Learn for yourself.
I'm not a teacher. So season 2.
Oh, do you want to mention like the general structure, purpose, plan behind season 2?
Nah.
Surprise! You'll learn.
Because it'll probably change between now and then.
That's true.